welcome to TWF Monday Night Raw, or Monday Night Raw. I'm Michael Cole with Corey Graves and with the Jackal. And today on Monday Night Raw, we're going to talk about what happened yesterday on Power and Might. Yesterday on Power and Might, we saw Haku Santra, we can say her name right or not, beat Io Shirai and keep the woman world heavyweight winnings yesterday on Power and Might. Yeah, that's what we did see, Corey Graves said. We saw a fight between two good skilled Far Eastern Danish women wrestlers, Io Shirai and Haku Sasada. If we are saying her name right, forgive us. For all I know, is Asada is her first name and Haku is her kin name. You could be right about that one, Jackal says. But then she is a former three-time AEW woman heavyweight fighter. And she did beat Io Shirai or Io Sky 2 times. You know, I don't really think Io Shirai or Io Sky really wants anything to do with her after all this. Well, we'll have to see about all that, the Jackal says. Well, we'll have to see about that one, Michael Cole says. We'll have to see, we will have to see about that and see if Io Shirai or Io Sky has another match with Santra Haku. Alright, everyone. It's everyone's beloved and onlook Highlanders fighter Drew McIntyre. I had a thought of humor there, because no one really thinks I'm their beloved and onlooked Highlander fighter. I had some goals, and one of them is to become the 3-time TWF heavyweight fighter, and I will make that happen. I don't know who I have to go through. I already dealt with Ric Flair and his bullshit with fighting a Stronghold Keeper. I already dealt with Astronema Corona when dealing with Ecliptor, if I'm saying his name right, and Gajora. So now, I'm telling you right now, Oscar, me and you, it's gonna happen at SummerSlam or at Heatwave. Somehow we throw those two in. And I could tell you, Kaiser of Tomorrow, you will not win. You see, I'm not like Becky Lynch or Arrow or Taylor or Bobby Lashley. I will not so smoothly, be beat like all they were. And I know how you like to go miss folks in the eyes and play all kinds of mind games. I'm good at playing the mind games to myself. So why don't you come out here now, Oscar? Leer to Leer. Well, I can tell you one thing right now, Michael Cole says. This will not end well between Oscar and Drew McIntyre. You got that right, Corey Graves says. He just called out the Kaiser of Tomorrow. And who knows what's going to happen, Corey Graves says. Well, whatever happens, the Jackal said, it's all on Oscar. Bad things happen to folks who get in wrestling rings, even if they happen to be wrestlers or fighters or not. The Jackal says, so Drew McIntyre, let me understand this, you angry young man, who seems to be angry at the world and believes that the world owes him a shot for the TWF heavyweight winning strap. Well, I will give you that, but the world doesn't owe you everything. And yes, you can say that the world does owe you, but what have you done lately? Besides bitch and rant about the unfairness of everything. You come out and tell everyone how you are a two-time WWE heavyweight fighter, and a one-time WWE NXT heavyweight fighter, and a one-time TNA heavyweight fighter, and a one-time EPW heavyweight fighter, and a three-time ICW heavyweight fighter. All very good and all. But what have you done lately besides how do you say bitch and rant? I'll tell you, I've done a lot of things more than you, Oscar. You like to come out and talk about all the shit that you did in WWE. Yeah, former WWE NXT woman heavyweight fighter, three-time WWE woman heavyweight fighter, one-time woman world heavyweight fighter, four-time WWE women's tag team fighter, Gal in the Boundary winner, King Lee Thunder winner. Am I leaving anything out? No, that's about right of everything I did on NXT, SmackDown, and Raw. Well, at least I don't come out and bitch and rant when things don't go right. You are going to give me the shot for the TWF heavyweight winnings at Bloody SummerSlam. Then I will beat you, and then I will become a free... Oh, you left out you were from a world heavyweight fighter too, but the shortest of all the world heavyweight fighters that WWE has had. You bitch. Well, I mean you left us one out. And what were you saying about how I'm going to lose to you at SummerSlam when I know that I have beat Arrow, Taylor, Becky Lynch, and Bobby Lashley? And some of them I've onlooked, and some of them I didn't. Like I told them, I will tell you, you are not ready for Asuka. Well, we'll see what happens or not, Michael Cole says. If Drew McIntyre truly is ready for, Asuka or not. And some folks might say that Drew McIntyre is making Gal that his mouth can't yield for. Well, here comes someone looking for a fight. Hey, Drew, why don't you shut the bloody hell up? You want to fight someone? How about you fight me? I'm ready to go. I haven't had a match since I lost to Gunther, and how I lost to TWF Pennsylvania, the TWF Pennsylvania Reich winnings at Gunther. I lost 2 times. I haven't had a match, and I'm not going to bitch and rant about it. Oh, Belasca, you want me to kick your head off? I'll bloody kick your head off. All we gotta do is get the fight law in the ring, and then I can claim our kick you toy biz doll right out of my bloody lair. And you knocked me over. No, it wasn't me, it was wakefulness. Oh, you bloody little liar. You knocked me over because you wanted to get the first shot on me. Hold it, Ric Flair said. It was wakefulness that made that happen. But it will not be wakefulness that makes this happen. Here today on Monday Night Raw, or Monday Night Raw, we will see Belasca, the so-called goddess of madness, take on the Highlandish fighter, Drew McIntyre. Now, this has happened now. Well, Michael Cole said it may not have been the match that Drew McIntyre wanted, but it's the match that he got. You know what, the Jackal says, Belasca should mind her own business. She's a toy biz doll that got bought from Ames in 12th month of 9 between 99 YL. And we know something happens to her, the Jackal says. We can never get a new one. What do you mean, Corey Graves said? We could always get a new Belasca doll if we needed to. So don't say things like that. And yes, it's true, Belasca came to the TWF in the 12th month of 9 between 99 YL from Ames as a Yule gift. But she's been here ever since then. Ding, oh, and Drew McIntyre, it's the Corey Graves. Drew McIntyre wanted to go after Belasca, but instead Belasca ended up picking him up with a body slam. Yes, it's true we haven't seen Belasca since she lost her two matches to Gunther, but it is good to see her again, Michael Cole says. And a hip toss, and Drew McIntyre is in a bind. And we don't know, Corey Graves said, if that's the Drew McIntyre doll we got from Walmart or we got from Ollie's. Who cares, the Jackal says. Belasca needs to show him on, look. Belasca doing it again, oh. And Drew McIntyre just put her down right now. And I don't think Drew McIntyre is in the mood for Belasca to do all of her Kevin Owens strikes on him. Like the sit-up might slam, or the running thundergun ball, or the stunner. Michael Cole says. You got that right, the Jackal says. And now Belasca's going to get Claymore kicked, and now he can say he beat the Goddess of Madness, the Jackal says. Well, Corey Graves says, if she is the Goddess of Madness, then she needs to do something now to get herself out of the bind. Belasca, oh, Drew McIntyre just Claymore kicked it down Belasca. And then he just gave her the future shot, too, on the Toy Biz Belasca doll. And Drew McIntyre has this match won, Michael Cole says. I told you it was going to happen, the Jackal says. There's no way that a Toy Biz doll can beat a Mattel doll, I can tell you that. Corey Graves says, what does it being made by either Toy Biz or Mattel have to do with anything? 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner, Drew McIntyre. Only now it looks like Drew McIntyre's not done yet. He just Claymore kicked it down Belasca again. Now he's got something to say. You know what? You get out of my business, Goddess of Madness. I just Claymore kicked your head in. Now I hope you're happy. Well, here comes Manna Pappy now, if I'm saying her name right or not. And she's a Mattel doll, too. Hey, Drew McIntyre, you like to bully folks? You like to bully and pick on one of my strong woman sisters? Well, why don't you fight me? I'm a toy. I am a Mattel doll, too. Only made for the Mattel DC Wonder Woman film instead of being made for WWE. I don't bloody give a shit if you are a Mattel doll or not like me. You want a match with me, Manna Pappy? I'll Claymore kick you out too. Your bloody head off your body too. Oh! And Man Pappy just knocked out Drew McIntyre and helped Belasca out of the ring in the Fight Lord, also helping her out of the ring too. Well, as you know, Michael Cole says Drew McIntyre, is still making foes, Is still making foes, But sadly now, he seems to be making foes with now Belasca and Manna Pappy. If I'm saying that Hellenish borrowed name right or not, Michael Cole says. Oh, I don't know, Corey Graves says. To be honest with you, Corey Graves says, I don't know why Drew McIntyre started the things he started. But I can only hope that Belasca's alright. But I can only hope that Manna Pappy, if I'm saying her name right, that she doesn't want to get her head Claymore kicked. Well, Jackal says he had no mind doing that to Belasca, so I have no mind doing that to Manna Pappy either. Take it away now, Tony Schiavone. Alright, thank you, Corey Graves, thank you, Michael Cole. I'm going to be talking with Belasca here today on Monday Night Raw for Monday Night Raw. So, Belasca, how do you feel? I'm beat up. I got Claymore kicked at least 2 times, once in the match, and then after the match, and I got future shotted. Then I got Claymore kicked after the match. And if my Zascavian sister Manapappy didn't show up, who knows what would have happened? So you starting something with Drew McIntyre? I just told Drew McIntyre to shut up and stop ranting. And if he wanted a fight, then I'll give him a fight. Well, Manapappy, Drew McIntyre, he's nothing more. He just bitches and rants, about the unfairness of things. He thinks he should be a three-time TWF heavyweight fighter. And he also seems to believe that he's the greatest. He also seems to believe that everybody else's mistake he hasn't gotten there. And now he likes to pick on folks. I wasn't going to stand aside and watch him do that to my sister Belasca. I wasn't going to do that. And I'm daring you, Drew McIntyre. You want to fight someone? You seem to think that bullying and picking on a Toy Biz doll was so great. Well, why don't you pick on me? Because I'm a Mattel doll too. But not made for WWE, made for DC for the first Wonder Woman film. I'll kick your rear. And we'll have it known as a Descavian wrestling match. Well, what are the oversights of a Descavia wrestling match? Well, you just make up the oversights as you go, Belasca says. That's what you do. You just make it up as you go, Throw your fellow wrestler, fellow fighter off their footing, He won't know what hit him. Come on, Belasca, let's get the Hiller to look at you. Alright, that's my talk with Belasca and Manapappy, if I'm saying her name right. Back to you, Michael Cole. Well, thank you, Tony Schiavone, for talking with Manapappy. With Belasca and Manapappy here today on Monday Night Raw. But that's all the time we got it for Monday Night Raw or Moon Night Raw. I, Michael Cole, with Corey Graves and the Jackal, will see you tomorrow for NXT.